Hello, and welcome to yoga. My name is Joanne. Thank you for coming to practice today. Let's go ahead and start in a comfortable seat. So we're going to lift the flesh from our sitting bones, and if you need to sit up on something, I encourage you to do that. You can use a pillow or a blanket, anything that's going to elevate your hips so that it's easy to sit in this posture. So it's called easy pose because it's supposed to feel easy. So you can use whatever you've got handy. So once you find your comfortable seat, we'll kind of lift the flesh from under our sitting bones so we can ground. And from there, we'll find length through the spine. So we're going to drop the shoulders away from the ears, give ourselves a lot of space between the ears and the shoulders. And let's rotate the shoulders up, squeeze them up a little bit, and down the back, open the chest. And then you can tag a little weight into the elbows and let the hands rest comfortably on the thighs, palms down or palms up, whatever feels better for you. And let's take a few moments at the beginning just to close the eyes and center ourselves. So we're going to just kind of drop out of our mind and try to drop into the body. So to do that, it's nice to sort of focus on any sensations in your body. If you feel tight or if you feel discomfort anywhere, noticing that. And notice the breath. So we're going to check in with the quality of our breath. So if you're rushing around, it might be a little slow and shallow, or fast and shallow right now. Or if you've been relaxing, it might be slow and steady. So just observe the breath. And then check in again with your posture. So make sure the crown of the head is lengthening up toward the sky as if there's an imaginary string lifting you up nice and tall while the shoulders drop and the hips ground. So we're having that dynamic energy of grounding and lengthening at the same time. See if you can feel that. And notice if there's any tension held in the jaw. Maybe part your lips a little bit so you're not clenching in your jaw. Make sure the eyelids are heavy and the brow is nice and soft. And then maybe, if you'd like, you can set an intention or a dedication for your practice today. So choosing one thing to focus on, maybe it's the breath or your posture. Maybe you want to dedicate your practice to somebody or something, or whatever you like. When we take that dedication or intention and just repeat it 3 times to yourself so that you can kind of get that into your subconscious mind for the rest of the practice. And then we'll turn our attention to our breath again. So we're going to focus on expanding the breath to a comfortable level. And as a reminder, we always want to breathe into the belly. So we want to expand the belly. So kids are really good at this. As we get older, as adults, we tend to breathe more shallowly from our chest. So it's nice to kind of maybe envision yourself as a kid or a baby that breathes into the belly. So we just let the belly expand as we inhale. And we move the breath like a wave through the whole body. So it expands in all directions and brings the breath all the way to the chest. And as you exhale through the nose, we reverse the wave. And everything comes back together. We contract the navel toward the spine at the very bottom of the exhale. So we can get all the stale air out of the lungs, and then that should automatically reinflate your belly. So keep expanding the breath, but feeling a sense of expansion and space as you inhale, opening, and as you exhale, soften and relax around that space. And then we'll do 5 more breaths together just like that. So keep expanding and opening with each inhale. And softening and letting go with each exhale. And if the mind starts to wander, just gently bring it back to the breath. So we're just following the breath. Notice if you get bored or want to just move around, see if you can gently bring yourself back. So no harshness to your catching of attention, just notice it and come back to the breath. One more breath here. And let's inhale together, breathe in deep. And allow the exhale to bow the chin to the chest. So just let the head be heavy here in the front. Keep the shoulders down and back, open the chest. And just gently begin to rock the head side to side. Inhale as you open to one side. Exhale as you fall forward with the chin. Inhale as you open to the second side. And exhale forward. So keep moving side to side nice and smoothly. It's fun to try to coordinate with the breath. So the movement's not fast, it's tracking your breath. And that really helps us get into the tissues, breathing fresh oxygen and blood into any areas where you might feel tension. So there's no rush here. Good. Exhaling forward. Let's inhale. Come to the first side again. Open the chest. Make sure you're still nice and tall in your posture. And then whichever ear is over your shoulder, take that same arm and reach it up, all the way up, and then just let it rest gently on the side of your head. So you're not pulling, you're just giving a little weight here with the hand on the head. Keeping the chest lifted, shoulders are relaxed. And breathe. Good, and then from here, breathe in. And then you're just gonna slowly tilt the head down a little bit, look down toward the floor. So keeping the hand kind of moving it toward the back of the head, looking toward your armpit. Just changing that stretch a little bit. And find a breath. Good, and then we're gonna turn the head toward the chest, keeping the hand on the head again. And imagine you're tilting your head to look across to the other side into a shirt pocket. The hand resting on the head again, changing that stretch in the neck a little bit. Retract the chin just a little bit. Good, and then slowly bring the head back to neutral to the side. Go ahead and release the arm from the head. Drop the chin forward and take the head upright for a moment. Shrug your shoulders. Open the chest. See how it feels different on each side. Bow the chin again. Inhale to the second side. And check the sternum is nice and lifted. Again, same arm as the ear. It's over the shoulder. Oh, I had my vaccine the other day. My arm is sore. Bring your hand up, resting it on the side of your head. So just a nice, gentle, again, we're not pulling on the head, just resting a little weight there. Finding a breath. Good, breathe in. And then as you exhale again, you're gonna look down toward the floor, keeping the hand on the head, toward the armpit. Feel that change the stretch. Finding a breath. Good, and then slowly turn the head. So now you're gonna look down across the chest. Imagine you're looking into a shirt pocket on the other side. Retract the chin a little bit, leaving the hand on the head for a little bit of weight. And find a breath or two here. Keeping the posture tall, the shoulders relaxed. Good, releasing the hand from the head. Slowly drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, take the head upright again. Good. And then let's let the arms rest by the side. We're going to shrug our shoulders. So we're going to squeeze them up. Inhale up and exhale back. So big circles for the shoulders. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, down and back. One more time, in and up. Down and back. Awesome. Settling the shoulders. And then we're going to inhale, bring one arm up. Stretch up tall, let the other arm rest, walk the hand out and fold to the side. So keep the chest open, shoulders are stacked. Press the floor away from you a little bit so you can find length through both sides. Breathe in. Good, and then we're gonna exhale and lead with your elbow, round forward, turn the chest toward the floor and sweep across the front. Nice fluid motion, inhale, stretch up to the other side. So now, find that arm position and then again, push the mat away from you, lifting up, soften your shoulders, breathe in. Good, exhale, lead with the elbow and float forward, sweep across the front of your mat, inhale up. So getting into the hips a little bit here. And then I'll invite you to flow with your breath. So exhaling forward, inhaling up. Make sure you're stacking your shoulders and you're not tensing in the neck or shoulders. Keep the neck supported. Exhaling forward, inhaling up. We're going to go side to side one or two more times. Nice and fluid with the breath and the movement. Good, and one more time. Good, then we're gonna launch off the bottom hand. Inhale, that top arm up and down. Awesome. And then let's come onto tabletop onto all fours. So I'm gonna move my blanket aside. You can keep it handy if you need it for the knees. Of course, encourage that. I'm gonna use it. A little cushion for my knees. So come down to all fours, right your fingers on the mat, knees are under hips, hands are under shoulders, press the mat away from you. So activate the hands and the feet, activate the fingers on the floor, and brighten them as far apart as you can get them from each other. And then pay special attention, focus on between the index and thumb. That area of the hand has a tendency to cup up, so I want you to try to activate that toward the mat just a little bit. And then we're going to open the inside of the elbow toward the front of the mat. So rotating muscle around bone, we shine the inside of the elbow forward. That brings the shoulders down the back. Activate the feet. Neck is long, looking down in front of you on the mat. Let's take some cat-cow. So inhale as you drop the belly, send the tail and the crown to opposite corners of the room you're in. So think length rather than looking up too much. And then exhale, you're going to press the spine up, turn the tailbone and the head toward the floor, really round up. Inhale as you open and lengthen through the spine. And exhale as you round and press the mat away from you. Inhaling, opening. See if there's anywhere you can find new space in the body as you're moving. So each time, we're not just kind of automatically moving through the poses. We're trying to search and seek out any areas that are tight and bring the breath and the movement to those spaces. So opening up each time. It's easy to kind of get static and bored. I know, because I get that way sometimes in the poses. So it's nice to try to just embrace each movement each time you're there. So not just automatically moving through it. So let's come back to our tabletop. Press the mat away from you. Let's get into a little lateral flexion with the spine. So we're going to bring an ear and a hip toward each other. As you breathe and exhale to the other side. So important here to keep the core active and engaged so you're not sagging in the belly. So you want to keep the core active and the tailbone long. So we're just stretching through the side body. Breathing as you move. Side to side. Keeping the core a little bit tight. Engaged. Taking out new space. Good. Come back to your tabletop again. And then we're going to do a little brain yoga. So we're going to make some circles on the spine. So this can be a little tricky, but it's fun to try. So press the mat away from you. And then we're going to combine the cat-cow and the side-to-side movement. So we inhale, drop the belly, send the tail and crown far and away. And then you're going to bring an ear and a hip toward each other. Engage your core. Round your spine. Drop your tailbone and head. And then take it to the opposite ear and hip. So it's a big circle. And then you might close the eyes or not. So it's up to you. See if you can follow that circle with your breath. So we inhale as we open and we exhale as we close. Lots of just getting into all the rotation of the spine. And you really do have to be in your body to do this. So it's a great way to get out of the mind. And then we're going to reverse. So see if you can take it the other direction. Let your breath guide you. Don't worry too much about it. If you feel off, it's all good. Just keep moving and breathing. One more circle. Awesome. Come back to your tabletop. Press the mat away from you. Take your big toes together, knees come wide apart, and push back over your hips. Keeping the arms extended. Let your forehead rest to the floor or the ground, whatever near. You can use a bolster if you need something under, and you can place a blanket behind your knees if you need. So from center here, we're going to walk both hands over to one side, all the way over. Keep the hips back. Drop the head. Drop both shoulders. Take a deep breath here. One more breath, finding some space with the breath. And then to any areas of tension, come back through center. And then walk the hands to the other side again. Sit back, drop the shoulders, drop the head. Find the breath. Nice deep breath to really find some space. Keep letting go. Good. Come back to center. And then from here, we're going to thread the needle. So we're going to take one arm under the extended arm and come all the way down to the ear and the shoulder. So allow that top arm, shoulder to relax and allow the head to be on the floor or support. So option is to tent the fingers and press the elbow toward the sky to find a little maybe deeper twist. Or you can stretch the arm behind your back and reach for the inner thigh. You want another option, whatever feels best. One more deep breath here into your shoulder. Keep letting go. Especially if you're on the computer a lot. Such a good stretch. Good, let's unwind. Stretch the arms back out and then thread to the other side. So other arm comes under, you come down to the cheek and the ear. Options again with the hands, tent the fingers, pull the elbow up, or reach behind the back, grab the opposite thigh. Nice deep breath. One more breath here. Melting into that shoulder. Good, unwind and walk your arms out. Inhale, pull yourself up to all fours. Good, and then from here, we're gonna open into the hips a bit. So from all fours, we're gonna take the right leg and tuck the toes under. Press into calf here. So make sure your hands are under your shoulders. You're nice and stacked and you're nice and supported. We're gonna lift the right leg straight up from the floor. Keep the toes down. So engage your core. Don't let your belly sag and drop. Lift up. And then you're gonna bend the right leg so the heel faces the sky. Right, good. And then from here, we're gonna do a little circle for our hip joints. So we're gonna press them out away from us. You're gonna inhale, pull the leg in toward the chest. As you round your back, find that little cat stretch here. And then open the leg like you're a dog peeing in a fire hydrant out to the side, to the right. Make a big circle and then point the foot back up to the sky. So then we're gonna keep moving in a circle like that. Inhale, squeeze in and open. And then exhale all the way back around. Squeeze in again. And open. And all the way up and around. Good, let's do one more. Squeeze in, round the back. Open out. And foot to the sky. Engage your core, good. And then drop the knee. Take a little break, come back to all fours. Stretch the toes out again, tuck the toes under, lift the knee, bend the knee, foot faces the sky, same side. We're gonna reverse. So we're gonna kick up, and then we're gonna open the leg to the side, coming back in the other direction. Squeeze in and round. Exhale, push up and out. And around. Squeeze in, press up. So this is great to activate those gluteus medius muscles that are often underworked and help support our posture and our back. So one more circle, squeeze in and up. Good, and release the knee down. Feel free to shake your wrist out if you need, and then come back to all fours. And we'll take the other side. So just trying to activate that hip muscle and lubricate the joint a bit. Tuck the left toes under, pressing through the heel. Make sure you're nice and aligned. Stack your bones. Lift the left toes up. Toes stay pointed down. And bend at the knee so the foot faces the sky. Nice right angles. Engage your core. Good. Squeeze the knee in. Inhale. Round up. Open the leg to the side, fire hydrant. And make a big circle up and back. Again, squeeze in, round, open, all the way in a big circle and back. Try not to dump into the low back. Easy to do when you're doing these. Squeeze in and out and around. Keep the core nice and active. Let's do one more this way. Open, round, and up. Good. Release the knee. Shake your hands if you need. Come back. Tuck the toes out again. Inhale the leg up. Bend at the knee. And we'll reverse. So kick up, open out, squeeze in and out. Open out, big circles, squeeze in, kick up. Keep going in big circles. Good, one more. Up and release. Awesome. Push back for a moment, child's pose. Let the forehead come to the floor. Lift the arms and just circle the wrists. Make some circles. That was a lot on the hands. Nice deep breath. Good. And then we'll come back to all fours. Awesome. From here, press the mat away from you. Tuck your toes under. Looking long on the floor in front of you. Neck is long. Insides of the elbows forward. We're going to tuck the toes and just lift the knees to hover. An inch off the mat. Breathe. Nice deep breaths here. Engage your core. Good. One more breath. And release. Awesome. We're going to do that one more time and then we'll come up to downward dog from there. So set yourself up, hands under shoulders. Again, you're always welcome to take fists if you need to give your wrists a break. So check your alignment, tuck the toes, hover the knees, take a breath. Nice deep breath. One more breath here. As you exhale, press your hips all the way up and relax the heels. Pedal your feet coming into your downward dog. Pedal your feet. Awesome. Slowly walk yourself all the way up to the front of your mat. Measure about 2 fists between your feet. Standing forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need. Forehead tucks. Shake your head. Maybe let's dangle the arms in front of us and sway gently side to side. You can just let the upper body relax and be passive. Shake the head, yes and no. Good. Play a little bit with the weight on the feet, back and forth. Come to center on the feet. Lift and fan your toes. Broaden the soles of the feet on the floor. And then tuck your tailbone and roll yourself up. Let the upper body dangle and remain passive. Pause when you get halfway. So your hands should be about knee height. You're going to pause here. And then you're going to pull one shoulder up toward the sky. Keep the head heavy and forward. And then make a little circle with the arm. So just let it hang and be loose in the joint. Breathing, good, and then switch sides so the other shoulder will rise up. Keep the head and the heavy, and then make some circles with the arm. Let it just sway. Good, come back to center. Slowly roll yourself up, tuck your chin. Come all the way up to stand in your mountain pose, aligning the crown of your head above your heels. Check your alignment, tuck your tailbone, nice sturdy neutral pelvis. Activate the core, heavy suitcases in the hands. Nice firm footing and lift the quads away from the knees. So mountain pose. Good, and then let's reach the arms back. Keep the torso steady as you pull the arms behind you, lift up. Connecting the palms, and then we'll exhale as we hinge at the hip and fold into forward bend. Allow the hands to come to the floor, so bend your knees as much as you need, forehead tuck. Inhale as you float into a flat back position. Make your spine parallel to the floor. Shoulders back. Good, exhale, fold. Plant your hands right where they are. Take a giant step back with your right leg. Drop your back knee and uncurl the toes. Make sure this knee is above the heel. Find a scissor action with your legs toward the midline and then coming up if you'd like. So this leg can be a variable. You can move it back or forward. Add the arms as you're ready. Inhale, crescent lunge. Keep lifting up out of the back. Breathe in. Good. Exhale, take your hands to your heart in prayer pose. Option 1, you're going to turn the torso toward the front knee. So rotate on the spine and open the arms wide. Option 2, lean forward, elbow comes outside of the thigh, and press the hands toward the chest. Little easy twist here, whichever option is best for you. Breathe. Feet are still nice and active. Good. Release whichever twist you're in. Reach up. Back up to center. And then we're going to tip in a rainbow toward the front knee side. So reach the arms over. So getting a deeper stretch here for this hip flexor. Keep the feet grounded. Inhale, stretch up tall. Exhale, float the hands to frame the foot. And then take your hips back, walk your hands back for half monkey, draw the toes toward the face, make some space. You can use blocks if you need here. Pull that sitting bone back to the back of the room as you lead your chest forward. Breathe. Good. Inhale deeply. Exhale, walk your hands forward as you plant your foot. Tuck your back toes under, lifting the knee. We'll take our hips up and we'll step back to downward dog. Finding a breath here. Relax the head. As you inhale, float yourself into a plank pose so the shoulders align above the wrists. Feel some energy press through the heels. My hips and my shoulders are in alignment. I'm going to drop my knees right where they are on the floor. And then I'm going to plant my chest between my hands on the floor. Elbows bend and hug close. Awkward S pose. Sliding the legs out, tops of the feet press to the floor. Hands are right next to your chest. Inhale for low cobra. Pull the mat towards you. Lengthen the neck. Breathe into the belly, feet are glued down. Good. Exhale as you release. Shin comes down. We're going to tuck the toes and inch the knees back up to awkward S pose. So the hips are lifted, chin is down, elbows, hands are down, knees are down, toes are down. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, try to push the mat away from you in a nice, easy push-up. From all fours. Good, and then breathe in, exhale, take yourself up, downward dog. Finding a breath. Good, breathing in here. You're gonna bend your knees and take a giant step up with the right leg, dropping the back knee. So drop the left knee, hopefully we're on the same side. So we're switching sides, uncurl the back toes. Find that scissor action, make sure you're nice and aligned as you bring the arms up, crescent lunge. Keep lifting out of the back. Keep scissoring the legs toward the midline. Exhale, slowly take your hands to your heart in prayer pose. And again, option 1, turning on the spine and open the arms. Or option 2, lean forward, hands stay at the chest. Elbow outside of the thigh, and then press the hands toward the center. Find a nice full breath in your twist. Good, we're going to slowly unwind. Inhale, take the arms up again, scissor those legs. And then tip the arms toward the front knee side. Rainbow the arms over. Feeling a nice stretch in that opposite hip flexor. Breathe deep here. Using the breath as a great way to deepen the stretch. Inhale to center. Exhale, float the hands to frame the foot. And slowly walk it back. Draw the toes toward the face, half monkey, open the chest. Again, this sitting bone is drawing to the back of the mat as the heart draws forward, finding length in both directions. Using your breath to soften in the stretch. The leg does not have to be straight. You want to feel this in the hamstring. Good. We're going to slowly walk forward, plant the foot, plant the hands, tucking the back toes under as you lift the back knee, take the hips high and step it to downward dog again. Good. Inhale, plank position, floating into your plank. Activate your core. Exhale, drop your knees right where they are. And then we'll plant the chest between the hands again for awkward S. Slide the legs out, tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale. Low cobra. Glue the feet here. We're going to try lifting the hands. Keep the neck long and loose. Shoulders back, elbows close. Breathe into your belly here. Good. One more breath. Releasing on your exhale. Chin down, hands next to the chest. We'll tuck the toes again and inch the knees up. Awkward S. Find a deep breath here, get some strength. Exhale, press the mat away from you. Good. Toes are still tucked under. We'll peel up, downward dog. And then let's find our way to the front of the mat. So you can walk or step. Maybe you like to hop up. However you move mindfully toward the front of your mat. So standing forward bend. Relax here. Maybe shake the head out. We're going to tuck the tailbone and roll ourselves up. Coming back to our mountain pose. Shrug your shoulders and open the chest. From here, reach back, inhale, pull up. And exhale, swan dive. Lunging at the hip. Fold over your legs. Inhale, flat back, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold again. We're going to plant our hands now next to our feet and step both feet back. So come into a plank pose here. Check your alignment. And then we'll send our hips up for downward dog. Good. So from our downward dog, we're going to take a deep breath in and out. Good. And then we're going to take our right leg, we're going to take it up to the sky, three-legged dog. So keep your hips even here. And then you're going to let the leg come all the way up and stack your hips maybe, if that's okay for you. Bending the top knee. Again, you can always skip something if it doesn't work for you. Bend the top knee. And then we're going to inhale and take that bent leg all the way up. Squeeze it in. See if you can pull the knee into the chest and bring the leg all the way through to a lunge position. So now your foot is between your hands. And if that doesn't work for you, you're always welcome to pull the leg through. So it doesn't matter how you get there. Keep the hips down. And then I'm going to walk my hand inside of my leg. I'm going to take my foot to the side of the mat, off to the side, and place my hand where my foot was. So option for lizard pose, you can drop your back knee. You can aim the toes to the side. Just keep your foot flat here. And then you can also lower your elbows down if you want to get a little deeper. So we want to keep our leg kind of aligned above our heel a little bit. We don't want to splay out or lift the foot. So keep that foot grounded. And then again, you can keep the knee lifted, lower the arms, lots of options for the lizard. Or stay on the hands, come down to the forearms, back knee up or down, whatever works for you. Find your breath. See if you can keep this knee kind of pulling toward the midline a little bit as you sink into the hip. Good. Let's take one more breath. Slowly bring your hands back to the mat if they're down, and then walk your foot back to the midline. Lift your back knee if it's on the ground, and take your hips up, and we'll step it back to downward dog. Go ahead and pedal the feet. Good. And then we'll take an optional flow. So you're welcome to skip this if you want, but if you'd like, we'll float into plank. Dropping knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Good, releasing the chest down, tucking your toes. And then you can come through tabletop or just straight back to downward dog. You don't have to do the push-up this round. At least I'm gonna skip the push-up this round. Okay, from downward dog. Here we are. We'll take our left leg up. Again, keep the hips even to start. Pressing through the heel, just lift that left leg up. And then we'll open the hip up, take it all the way up, stack your hips. Keep your shoulders even if you can. Bend the knee, heel toward the glute. Take a breath. Inhale, squeeze that leg all the way up. Maybe you pull the foot through. Maybe you have to reach back and pull it through manually, whatever works. Coming into our lunge position, open the chest. Good, then walk that left foot to the left side of the mat, place the hand down on the inside of the foot, and find lizard on this side. So whichever variation works for you, it might be different on either side. So just note that. Whatever is comfortable, breathe. Again, looking for space with the breath, finding new openings every time we're in a posture. So using the breath. To find that space and soften around it. So take a couple more breaths here. Make sure everything is relaxing. Good, and then we'll slowly bring the hands under our shoulders. Coming up, maybe lifting the back knee if it's down. Walk your foot back to the midline. Frame the foot with the hands. And we're going to launch off the back foot and step it up. Come to your forward fold here. Bow over the leg. Hang your arms and upper body like a rag doll. Shake it out a little bit. Tuck your tailbone and roll up. All the way up to standing mountain pose. Shrug your shoulders as you open the chest. Good. Let's do one more round. Inhale, reach. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come into your flat back pose. And exhale, bow. Good, we're going to take a giant step back with the right leg. So coming into a lunge position here, we're going to pivot the back foot down and reverse a cartwheel up for warrior two. Sinking into the hips. Open the knee, add the arms. If you're comfortable, soften the shoulders and gaze to the front hand. Make sure this front knee is opening out. Back foot is grounding into the earth. Nice neutral pelvis, breathe in and out. Good, we're going to turn the front palm up, inhale, reach forward, and then we'll exhale, float back, peaceful warrior. Keep lifting up out of the back, keep the legs working, breathe. Good, slowly inhale back to your warrior two. Breathe in And then we'll exhale as we cartwheel our hands down to frame the foot, turn the back heel up. We'll take our hips high and we'll step back to downward dog. Good. From here, you're going to bend the knees, gaze forward, and we're going to step our right foot through. So switching sides, pivot the back foot down, reverse your cartwheel up. Warrior two. I'll turn the other way so I'm not having my back towards you. Good. Opening the knee, check all your points. Outer edge of the back foot's grounded. Nice and tall in the torso, even in the pelvis. Deep breath in and out. Soft shoulders, soft gaze. Turn the front palm up. Inhale, lean forward, reach. And exhale, float back. Peaceful warrior. Good, breathe in. Out. Slowly come back to your warrior two. We'll cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot. Turn the back heel up. Lift your hips. Come to downward dog one more time. Inhale to your plank position. Exhale, drop your knees, chest and chin. Slide into your cobra as you open the chest. Neck is loose. Good, release the hands down. And then we're going to push back to child's pose. Bring the arms by the side here. Let the shoulders just relax forward. Good, and then we're going to slowly make our way up to sitting on the heels. Turn around. And we're going to bring the feet to the side. You're going to stretch your legs out in front of you. Lifting the flesh from your sitting bones. Sit up nice and tall here. Good. Feel the core lift, crown of the head lift, shoulders drop. Bring the hands by the side for staff pose. Draw the toes toward the face. Press the backs of the thighs down. Breathe. Good. And then let's slowly come down to the ground. So you're going to, if you want to challenge yourself, you can use your core strength. You're welcome to come down through the boat if you want a super challenge, bending the knees, coming here and coming down through the boat. I'm not going to do that because of my tailbone today, but draw the toes in, and then maybe you just take the hands on the thighs, tuck the chin, and unfurl yourself. The slower you go, the more of a challenge it will be for your core to come all the way down to the floor. Nice. Once you get there, soften, take a deep breath in and out. Good, and then draw the right knee into your chest. Hold around your shin, squeeze the knee in. Make some circles with your big toe. Make sure your neck is neutral on the floor. If it's not, place a blanket or prop under your head so that the chin is neutral. You're not crunching in the back of the neck by the chin lifting up, so make sure your neck is neutral. And we'll reverse our toe circles. Keep breathing. Squeeze that knee into the chest. Slowly pull the leg across the body in a nice reclining twist. Opposite, you can take that right arm out from the shoulder, palm down, and gaze to that side if you're comfortable in the neck. Breathe into your belly. See if you can feel this top hip pull toward the front of your mat to create space in the torso. Soften that extended arm shoulder. Nice deep breath. slowly come back to center. Squeeze the knee in. One more time, and then let the leg release to the floor. Take the left knee in, squeeze around the shin. Make sure the neck is neutral again and make circles with the toe. Breathing. Reverse your circles. And some snap, crackle, pop in the joint. That's good. Squeezing in. And we'll find our twist. Pull the leg across the body. Left arm extends, palm down. Maybe the gaze to the extended arm. Breathe deeply. See again if you can pull that top hip toward the front of your mat, away from your armpit. Good. Slowly come back to center. Squeezing that knee in again. Pull the right leg in again. Squeeze both knees in. And just make some circles on your back. Massage your back. Reversing. Good. Squeeze those knees in. Reach down for the ankles or the feet or the toes, whatever you can reach comfortably. Take the soles of the feet to the sky. You can even hold the tops of the thighs if it's too much to reach the ankles. We're going to come into happy baby. So you want to draw the tailbone down, shoulders down, head is relaxed on the mat. Nice and neutral here. Pull everything toward the floor. And then find a little resistance in the feet toward the sky, but not much. Maybe wiggle the hips on the floor a little bit. Keep them grounded. So don't lift up. Keep the hips grounded. You just slide them around a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. Draw the soles of the feet together. Release the legs to the floor. Reclined Cobbler's pose. Soles of the feet together. You can take the hands under the thighs or on top, whatever you like. Whatever you need. Find a nice releasing breath here for the hips and the pelvis. Good, and then we're going to take the hands outside of the thighs for support and slowly lift the legs up. Time flies when you're having fun. So we're going to let the feet come to the edge of the mat if you have any tension in the back at all. And let the knees come toward the midline. If your back is comfortable, you can take your legs out and mat width apart. Let the toes just flop out to the side. Make sure the neck is neutral. We're going to tuck the shoulders under the chest to open the heart. Let the palms face the sky. Allow your fingertips to curl toward the hands as they relax. Gently rock your head a little side to side, massaging the back of the head. And then bring it back to center, nice and neutral. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let's sigh it out through the mouth. Letting go of any tension in the body. So we'll relax the entire body. Start the bird top. Breathe in through the nose. Maybe sigh it out through the mouth one more time. Completely let go. So we'll just take a minute or two here to relax the entire body. Notice if there's any tension anywhere. Just melt it with every out breath into the earth. letting go completely. Relax, relax, relax. You will stay there on the floor as I come up. Just a minute here to relax the entire body. Nice and slowly, just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And gently rock your head a little side to side. And as you're ready, we'll bend the knees to place the feet on the floor and slowly roll to the right side of your body, coming into a fetal position for just a moment. Taking a moment here just to notice any changes in body and mind, recalling any intention you might have set for your practice. Slowly push ourselves back up to a comfortable seat, meeting in easy pose. And let's inhale, sweep the arms up together, nice deep breath in. Connecting your hands at the top, bring them down to your heart. Bow to yourself with gratitude for practicing today. Bow to each other. Namaste.